Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me as I, troopersjp, play through Sundial Games' 2026 quest calendar, The Souls of Saraku, which is a 365-day solo RPG that's also a calendar, so you can just, do a little bit of adventure every day while you are going about your day, and that is what I am doing. And in this, I am playing a shadow elf bone caller called Shade Murdstone, who is trying to rebuild the evil empire, because this year you're all villains, the evil empire as a way to, because the old evil emperor died, and, if the old guy dies, might as well just step in and become the new evil emperor. But in order to do so, we have now infiltrated. We want to take back the city Saltwind, which was a major port for the old seat of power for the old evil emperor. And so far, what we've done is that we have infiltrated the old prison. We're trying to find really good troops that we can free from the prison to help us out to retake the city. We've got a couple of minor people, but now, today, we are going to infiltrate the dungeon itself, and hopefully we'll find some really good, awesome evil minions to add to our cause. On this day, Thursday, March 26th, 2026, also known as Thorns Day, Frostmelt 26. And so, let us begin. Before I read anything, there is a little backpack on today's image, which is a deep dungeon with a bunch of people just stuck in these cages. Rude. Terribly rude. So let's make a roll, shall we? Let's see what we find as we sort of do a little bit of looting. A 1, which is a nightshade. Oh, that's great. We found a nightshade. I'm going to add that to my inventory, on which I'm tracking on the app. Now, let's see. We're going to add 1 nightshade. Done. In the main holding chamber, you find several prisoners, hardened souls who once served the Overlord, now reduced to caged beasts. These are the kinds of comrades in chaos that you, me, Shade, could use. One by one, they turn to me, eyes sharp with suspicion and intrigue. Then the clanking begins. Their hands gripping the iron bars, rattling them with growing anticipation. Ooh, well. Let's see what it says. If you want them on your side, there's only one choice. You'll have to set them free. Take note of the number of Saltwind recruits. At the moment, we don't have any. The first thing, we have a choice between rallying them to our cause, which is a charisma check, with persuasive, which we do not have, or intimidating them into compliance with a strength check. We are, after all, a charismatic bad guy, so we're going to go and rally them to our cause, I hope. Inspire the prisoners with a powerful speech, promising vengeance, freedom, and riches. Okay, I'm going to roll before I do the speech. Let's see. We're going to roll our d20, and we have got a +2 charisma. So I roll a 16 +2. That's an 18. I don't have persuasive, but the top tier is 16 or more, which we have succeeded in. So let's see. I, Shade Murdstone, step out from the dim light, from the corridor leading into this dungeon, stepping out of the dim light into the center so that all of the prisoners can see me. And as I step forward, they recognize me. Sparks of recognition gleam in their eyes, and as they are chanting and clanking on the bars, making sound, thoom, 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 their chains clinking, I turn to them and I say, "Silence. You may recognize me, Shade Murdstone, one of the chief lieutenants of the evil overlord. You all here are in these cells, and you know that is because the evil overlord has fallen. Fallen at the hands of the heroes of light. Yes, you might think that you are abandoned here with no hope, only to be used, discarded, or destroyed by those heroes of light. But hear me. If that were true, I would not be here in front of each and every one of you. The Overlord may be dead, but I, Shade Murdstone Bonecaller, control death itself. Yes, I have come to retake Saltwind. Not only Saltwind, but every inch of this kingdom, Saraku, that has been taken from us. I've already gathered and rallied. The Dark Citadel is, as we speak, being rebuilt. I stand before you here to offer you a choice. Join me. Become one of my loyal lieutenants, as I was once a loyal lieutenant to the great Overlord, and then you shall gain the riches that I once gained. But unlike the previous evil Overlord, I cannot be killed, for if I am struck down, I shall return from the dead, and as a Bonecaller, you know that I can. Join me for wealth, and those who do not wish for wealth, surely you wish for vengeance. You cannot have vengeance while stuck in this cell. No. For true vengeance, you must be free. And I can free you. What say you? You ogre, you orc, you elf, goblin. Do you wish to stay in a cage in the dark, or do you wish to take the darkness out onto the streets, and then take over the streets, and then take over Saltwind, and then take over all of Saraku? A hearty cry of agreement, if you result as 16 or more, a hearty cry of agreement rings out, and they all agree to join you if you get them out. I have won over 7 Saltwind recruits! I'm going to make a note that I have won over 7 Saltwind recruits. Just going to make a note. So we have one more thing to do for today, and that is to free the prisoners from their cells. This is a dex check. If I had Locksmith, I would get a bonus. And although I don't have Locksmith, I'm pretty sure that one of my minions has Locksmith. So I do think that that will be a possibility that I can do that. So I have to make this dex check for each Saltwind recruit that I've won over. Now that I've coaxed some to my side, I will need to free them to put them to use to take back the village. So, I need to roll 9 or more on these dex checks, and I have 7. Let's do this. Okay. Whew. All right. The first dex check. I roll a 9, plus 3. Yes. I've opened the cell and freed the prisoner. With relief and excitement for their freedom, they gladly join my side. All right, so that is 1 out of 7. Ten. 2. That is 2 out of 7. Let's see. 7. Plus 3 is a 10. 9 or more. 3 out of 7. Okay? Okay? 7 again to a 10. 4 out of 7. Feeling really good about this. I think I, I'm not gonna jinx myself. You never know how these things will go. So 4 out of 7. That's a 5. I rolled a 5. Plus 3 is an 8, which is not enough. However, this is a dex check, and I cannot add to dex checks because I don't have anything that will do that. But here's the thing. I do have a minion. And the minion that I have is my little bunny, my little watch hopper, my little bunny that I have. I can spend 1 energy to give myself a +1 to locksmith, which will do, which will take me down from that bunny only has 1 energy left, but it's worth it, which will give me 5 out of 7. Okay, yeah, 2 more rolls. All right, let's see. Let's see how we go. Okay. 9, good. That's 6 out of 7. I hope I can get all 7 of these Saltwind recruits. That would be awesome. Okay, let's see. 8, that's an 11. Boom, I get 7 out of 7. And, oh, that's the end of the session. That's it. We did it. We got in there. We got 7 out of 7 Saltwind recruits. We've made a note of it, and 7 of them are freed. They did not say to add them to minions, so I won't, because it might be something different. But what it is, I guess we'll just have to find out tomorrow. So why don't you join me tomorrow for more of Souls of Saraku, when maybe we start to take over the town? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Thank you. If you like this, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye.